Hello, good afternoon. Happy National Co-Housing Open House Day. My name is Janine and this is Brooks and our baby Harris. And we're going to be giving you a live virtual tour of our property of Gainesville Cohousing, which is in the middle of construction. So unfortunately, we couldn't have a public event, but we're gonna do our best to give you as much information as we can in our time together. And just a reminder, it is a live event, and with a baby, anything can happen. And also, we have some workers here today, and I think someone might be moving in today a little bit later. So we have a lot going on, but we have a lot to see. Okay, so to get started, I'm just going to very slowly pan over our property so you can see the general direction in which I'll be walking and talking throughout this video. Also, I want to give a shout out to a couple people. Earthworks, they helped us with our infrastructure and they're amazing. We also, here comes a car. We have also want to shout out Tim Flanagan, who is our builder, and he has been amazing. So all the work that you see here today on these structures has been with him, by him, and his team. And also a huge shout out to Andy Kaplan, our architect and our member. He has put in and gone above and beyond his personal time to create an individual home for every member in our community, sat with them for hours and hours and designed their perfect home. And we want to thank him. And so everything you see here today has been personally drawn by him, which is pretty special as one of our members. Okay, so let me give you an overview of how I'm going to be walking right now. We're going to walk through this parking lot. We're going to go around. You're going to see some homes, see all those homes there. And we're going to start walking on the pedestrian path and walk through. We might visit one of these homes, maybe even two today. And we're going to walk all the way around. And you'll get to a little closer look at that two-story home over there, which is gorgeous. And then that's our burrow pit, which we'll talk about. We'll walk back around, and this is up our driveway and back where we're starting. So let's start. We're going to start walking, and I want to tell you a little bit about co-housing if you've never heard of it. A co-housing is the co stands for cooperative, and it's a cooperative way to live with your neighbors, and it blends kind of that the individual, you have your own individual home, and then you get to share things with your neighbors. You get to learn more about them, share amenities, take care of your property together, share in the workload. So it's a perfect combination of privacy and connection and community. And that's what we're all about. I'll also give you a little overview about how Gainesville Cohousing got started in a little bit, but first let me show you. This is our workshop. This was the very first building built on our property. We decided to build the workshop first because we knew that we would be using it a lot during construction, and it was a really good decision. Tim Flanagan obviously helped us with this, and he uses it on a regular basis every day, which is perfect because we're already getting so much use out of it. I also want to highlight Take a look at that awesome street light that just went up. But see this sidewalk that goes between this house and the workshop. This sidewalk goes all the way down to that fence line. You might be able to see that it dead ends there. And where it dead ends, you'll be able to see it's a walking path. And that walking path will take you to all sorts of shopping and restaurants and all sorts of amazing things. That area is Thornbrook Village. There's a Publix, a Fresh Market. If you're in the South, you know how special Publix are to us. So it's really, we're so lucky to have this property. Gainesville Cohousing was started in 2011 by me and Brooks. Were founding members. He had been part of co-housing when we were only dating, and he had told me about it, and I was like, I don't know about that. So he was part of another group that unfortunately, and there goes another car. Oh, there goes one of our members. So he had been part of a group that had kind of fallen apart after 18 months or so. And he had explained to me that this was a pretty big dream for him, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So this was a pretty big dream for him, and he wanted to make it happen. And unfortunately, the other group kind of fell apart. So after a few years, I did my own research and read about it, and I said to him, you know, I think that I want to try to do this. And he was like, really? What? That's crazy. So he said, let's get some people together. So he knew the people that would be our stakeholder. He knew right away who was going to be interested, and you know who you are. Right. And we got them. I made a huge turkey meal, actually. And we got together, and that first meeting was just like decision. And Gainesville Cohousing was born. And 6.5 years later, we have this amazing, gorgeous property in prime real estate in Northwest Gainesville, an A+ school zone, perfect for young families. As you can see, we're so excited. And we have 11 homes on here right now. So let me go ahead and show you this home right here. This is our very first home that was built. Our very first home that was built. I mean, this is just, it's as gorgeous on the inside as it is on the outside. You can see that Florida friendly landscaping in the front. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's also the first home that's occupied. So I'm filming from afar, so we're not peeking in their windows, but you see that cute little front porch there with a little fan. And this person, Nancy's a master gardener too, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
We have a couple of them.
We have several master gardeners in our community. So, and here's some people, it looks like, touring our community. Yeah. Okay, and so this was our first home. This is lot 21. Lot 22, you can see, is currently being worked on. And then we have, hello, how are you guys?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. I'm doing a Facebook Live event, so I don't want to.
Oh, yeah.
These are adorable, these homes.
Oh, thank you so much. So this is lot 20. Thank you, Nancy. I know you're watching from France, so I appreciate you watching right now. Okay, so this is lot 20. You can see look at how cool this front porch is on lot 20. Really cool design of a front porch. Love that. Love that. So here we are. This is what happens, right? So lots of people like to come and tour and check it out, um, and and we love that. We love being part of our community and for people to watch. I want you to look at this gorgeous house right here. Look at this. The color, the metal roof, the solar panels, the complementary colored front door. This house belongs to one of our hardest working members. I'm actually probably going to say that a lot. We have a lot of hardworking people in our community, but this person in particular, one of the features that you'll see over and over is that all these front windows are kitchens looking out into the community, because as we know, we spend the most time in the kitchen, and that when you're looking out in the community, you can really feel connected. So, and let's just take a look at the row of homes. How cute are they? All the way down, and you can see some of the landscaping going in. And let's come over here because I want to show you this rain barrel system, and Brooks is going to talk to us a little bit about the green features of our community. So
coincidentally, who walked up was a minute ago, who we thought was a neighbor, was actually Mike from Solar Impact. And they were checking out our community, and they've been very good to us from Solar Impact. So we're very, very happy with what they got for us. So
yeah.
But that's one of the green features is the solar panels, and the vast majority of the community will have solar panels, including a common house. Some of the other green features are metal roofs, which will last far longer, and also rain barrels, as you can see behind me. And actually, metal roofs kind of go with the rain barrels because the water coming off there is much better coming off the metal than it is with the tile and stuff, or the shingles. And so we also have better insulation, and some of the homes will be certified green by having the test on the seal of the home and some of the features. So they'll be actually certified with one of the Florida certificates for green building, and I don't remember the name exactly. What else we got? Also, the footprint of the homes is smaller than the most homes, and that's also going to be one of our green features because that lower footprint helps. So we also have high efficiency HVAC systems that will be more efficient, and I'm trying to think of some of the other features. What you got, buddy?
Well, I think that's awesome.
Yep, that's
I
some of
think
the
that
things we
helps
have.
people understand have a good understanding. So
Okay.
we're going to walk, and I asked ahead of time, and one of our hardest working members is allowing us to take a tour inside her home, which I'm really excited about. This home is so gorgeous. She has amazing taste. If our home looks as good as this, I'll be really, really happy. I just want to get a shot of the outside, and then we'll knock on her door. Hopefully she'll answer. I'm sure she will. And she's going to give us a little tour of her house. So let me show you this house here. This is gorgeous. She has this amazing front porch right there. She has a seating area all planned out. And look at her landscape. It's so, so gorgeous.
Yeah. Florida-friendly landscaping is also
One
of the green features.
She has there's a member. I'm doing a Facebook Live. Do you want to be on camera? No. No, I didn't. Okay, bye. So we got Yeah, okay, so Peg just asked a question, and let me answer. So, Peg, we have 24 homes in our community. 23 are called for. We have one home left. So one lot left, I should say. And whoever is in line, you know, signs up, does the process,
Yep.
and we vote on them. That's the person to get that lot.
Yeah, we're looking for young members, though.
We are looking for young
But everyone is
families,
welcome.
but of course, everyone's welcome. The reason we're looking for young families is to have a more intergenerational. Right now, we don't have as many young families as we want, but everybody's welcome, of course. So I hope that answers your question. 24 homes, 23 are called for, one lot left. So
Get them while they're hot.
yeah, get them while they're hot. If you want more information, please send us an email, GainesvilleCohousing@gmail.com, and I'll give you that email at the end too. But let's go ahead. Let's walk up. Oh, let me show you. It looks like this member has a fruit tree.
Ooh.
That's amazing. Yeah, there's fruit already on it. Look at that.
It's like peaches. Wow. Here, should I go pick one?
All right, so let's walk up, and I'm sure she doesn't want me to show her all her boxes. Oh, she has a doorbell. We're going to ring the doorbell.
Hey, come on in. I've been watching you.
Oh, you have? So you knew we were coming?
Yes.
Hi, Poppy. Oh, you're wearing your co-housing
Yes. It's National Cohousing Day, of course.
shirt? Yeah. Let me turn it on. Okay, so this is Diane, and
Hi.
she is giving us a tour of her house with our little puppy,
This is Stewie.
Stewie. Okay. Wow, you're really settled in. Let's start.
So I've been in about a month, and I would say I'm probably about 90% done because I like to be organized.
Wow.
So I've done a lot. Let's start with the kitchen.
Okay.
I love the kitchen. It's small, but I really took a lot of time to plan to make sure I had enough room for the things that I needed, and I really downsized. But I know you mentioned the front window, and that was something, I just love it every day. I see people walking by all the time.
Oh, that's so cool.
You know, so if I feel like going out and talking to people, I do. And if I don't feel like going out, then, you know, I just kind of do my own thing. And so you really do have the privacy or the community. It's up to you. So you don't feel like you have to go out every time, because there are a lot of people every day. There's people coming by from the community, see the house and see what's going on in the neighborhood. But anyway, so the kitchen's great. The refrigerator's a little bit smaller than normal. It's like a 33-inch wide.
Oh, okay.
And
Let's look at the
but it's fine for, you know, just me. And so I really like the kitchen. I love the island. It gives me a big space. It's clean right now because you guys are coming, but to drop off all my stuff. This is about 1170 square feet, but as you can see, it really feels a lot bigger than that with the high ceilings and just the openness. I had an apartment that was similar size, and this feels much, much bigger.
Wow.
So the front room, when you come in, there's some pocket doors here that I can close off. This is my work, my office. And then I put a twin sleeper there.
Oh.
So I can, you know, my kids or friends that come over can use that. And so this is my 10% that I haven't finished moving in yet. And I'm going to put a built-in closet in this room so I can put some of these away. Yeah, it'll frame that French door up in the front.
Oh, that's
So-
pretty cool. That's
Yeah.
creative. That's something about smaller living. You have to be more creative with your
Yes,
space.
I've really tried to use as much space as possible. There'll be some, I have some other stuff on the patio. I'll show you the patio in a minute.
Okay.
But that again is like, I need a little bit more storage for some of that stuff, and also just trying to get rid of things over time, because there's still stuff I can get rid of. Yes, it forces you to downsize, but it's good.
Yeah.
I only have what I absolutely need. So then off of this area is the, hey,
You're caught.
you like the bathroom?
You're caught.
We can go back in here, which is a small, it's very small laundry room. But it's really, it's, you know, at first I was like, wow, that's small. But it really does fit the needs of, you know, of what we need. It's just a washer. It's actually a washer dryer combo if you want to get a picture of that.
That's pretty
And
cool.
a lot of people were like, really? You sure you want to do that? But I love it. I can wash and dry all my towels like in one load.
That's excellent.
It'll wash and dry all together. And then if I do want, you know, to do just a wash and hand dry some of them, I can do that too. But this is great. It has a pantry and place to hang my clothes.
Love that.
And I had a handyman come in and put in these, you know, so I could hang things and get them off the wall. We have fiber optic Wi-Fi. I'm not sure if you guys talked about that.
Oh no, I was saving all that for here.
So we had fiber optic put in and free over-the-air TV. And so we have the shelf is up high because your Wi-Fi will work better if it's up higher. So every home is going to have that.
Okay.
And actually, I know how to do this. So I bought a bunch of Ethernet cords. So as people move in, because it's cheaper to buy them in bulk. This is another one of those things that's very community oriented. Is so I will help people do that. I bought all the cords, and then I can get reimbursed by the property. It'll probably be $100 to $200 to wire everybody.
You're so
and
awesome.
help them do that. This is my bathroom. It's a shower and a soaking tub. And again, it's small, but it fits the needs of, you know, we don't need a big bathroom. We just need the essentials.
Yeah. I have a question from Facebook. Someone is asking free over-the-air TV. So maybe explain what that means.
Okay, so you can get free HD TV channels by putting an antenna on your house. And you run cable, just like you would the cable that you use for, you know, cable company, but it's that same cable, but you're picking up the stations around town for free. So we don't have ours hooked up yet.
Okay.
Because I have a metal roof, I have to have somebody build a bracket that's going to take it away from my house and up.
Oh,
and then I can
interesting.
attach the antenna.
Okay.
But for those who don't have a metal roof, they can put it in their attic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So yeah, so it's a great
love
way to get
these.
TV.
Love these wall hooks.
Yeah, I needed a place to put my leashes, so.
I love that. Can you also tell everybody at home about how we reuse some of the wood on our property?
Oh, sure. So we had to take out a ton of trees, and I'm not sure if you talked about that. So we decided to take it over to Griffiths Lumber, and they helped us mill all that wood into the baseboards. So I have 6-inch baseboards, and that is wood from the property. We had that all milled, and it's been, we're going to come in about the same cost as if a builder had bought it.
Oh, wow.
And so we have painting parties to prime the wood, because that saved us money also. So the builder at first wasn't real excited about this, but then he's like, this is beautiful. And so the people that have used it, and everybody, it was up to them whether or not they want to use the wood.
Mm-hmm.
But the people who have used it, I mean, they're happy with it. They feel like they have a piece of the property in their
I
house.
think it's a great idea.
And some are doing 6-inch and some are doing 4-inch and that type of thing. I was going to show you, sorry, I'm swinging around here.
It's okay.
I'm going to show you the HVAC. So we had to put the
yeah.
HVAC. I don't have a garage. So I had to put the
right.
HVAC in the closet.
Okay.
And so it's a great air conditioner. We did go, not everybody will probably do this, but I chose a variable speed, very high efficiency. And I don't even it hasn't even kicked on yet today, but it feels really cool in here. The whole house is very well, very tight, and it just stays cool. I've had it open pretty much since I moved in a month ago until today. It got pretty hot. But the air conditioner is all smart, and you know, I can set it on my phone. It runs on a schedule. It changes, you know, from when I wake up to when I go to work, and then for sleeping. So I have 3 different temperatures that I use, and then I have Monday through Friday, and I have Saturday and Sundays on different settings. So right now it's still 74 degrees in here, so it hasn't even kicked in this morning.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so it's been great. So I did go all electric. Some in the neighborhood are going with gas. But I decided to do all electric, but I wanted a fireplace, so that's an electric fireplace.
That's so cool.
It's a little cheesy, but it's kind of cool for the ambiance.
Yeah.
So, so it's kind of fun. And my TV's a work in progress.
Okay.
So I'm going to hang it up there, but I just have to do a few more things. Any other questions coming on?
No, I was going to ask about the smart home thing, but then you talked about. Do you want to talk about how you chose your floors?
I love the look of wood. I've had wood floors, but with pets, and I've had water damage to them. I decided to go with tile. It is harder surface, and that is, for some people, but I tend to wear slippers or shoes in my house anyways. So it hasn't been a big deal, but boy, with all the sand that's here from the construction, I'm so happy. Because I really bring in a lot of dirt, and I'm in the yard watering these plants and trying to get them established. And so, I've been kind of tracking in mud here and there, and just with pets and everything. So yeah, it turned out really nicely. It's a local company, and so I'm really happy with them.
That's great.
We have a great tile guy who's doing all of our tiles. So.
That's really great. That's what me and Brooks were gonna do. Hardwood. Oh, look at your! I haven't seen this.
So this is my bedroom.
Oh.
And a few things I gotta do. Since I have a combo washer and dryer, I can't wash my comforters anymore.
Oh, right.
So I'm either gonna take them to a laundry or ask a good friend.
That's what co-housing's about, right?
And you asked about smart homes. I do have Alexa, Amazon Alexa, or Echo, and I also use Sonos for whole house music. So last weekend, I got that all set up, talking to each other. So yeah, so a lot of the light switches I don't even use because I control it by my voice. So like that, I turn that lamp on and off by voice, and some of my other lamps in the house.
Nice.
So it's nice if I, forget to turn one off, I just yell at Alexa.
Yeah.
This, I'm really happy with my shower. Everything, in this house was definitely designed for aging in place. The door frames are all 36 inches. The doors are all wide.
Oh, okay.
And as you notice, like walking up, the ramp was, all one level. And so the bathroom also is European style, where you just walk in. There's no lip. So it's just a walk-in shower. And it's just wide enough if I ended up in a wheelchair or, I had any issues, I could get in there.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Thanks.
I am kind of speechless. Oh, look at your toilet. That's a fancy toilet.
Yeah, so that's a bidet. And I had a handyman put that on for me.
Oh, okay.
That's another kind of aging in place feature, but I'm just like,
so it's a double. The 2-in-1, I guess.
Yeah.
Bidet and the what do you call it, yeah.
So, I had him put that in. That was quite a challenge. But we did plan ahead and put, most people are doing this also, is putting an electrical outlet behind their toilet.
Oh.
So if you do decide to do that, you'll have it, because you need a plug. So some people after the fact will run a cord, like an extension cord, but that's not ideal in a bathroom. So this is planning ahead, and this is a really good feature for aging
Oh,
and
yeah.
just people in general. Some people like it.
I mean,
So you
this
can,
is like, this is hotel quality. I mean, right, bro?
Yeah, oh yeah.
This is gorgeous. Wow, look at that.
so the shower is a handheld. Originally in my laundry room, before I had to put my HVAC in there, it was going to be bigger, and I thought I might have a sink, so I could wash my dog. But then that got smaller, and I was like, do I really need a second sink? And again, you think about what is really important. How much stuff do you really need? And so with a handheld, I can wash my dog right here in the shower. And so that was another kind of downsizing moment where I'm like, I really don't need an extra sink in the laundry room.
Did you find, for our viewers, downsizing difficult, or was it, oh boy, okay. Was it difficult? Was it rewarding in the end? Like, tell us a little bit about your downsize adventure.
I'm definitely in favor of downsizing. Because I know where everything is. I know what I have is stuff that I'm actually going to use. In that other room, in the front room, I do have stuff that I have to go through. So I'm not quite there yet. And things that I want my family to look over and say, okay, here, you take some of this. I don't need it all. I ended up with it all. But I don't need it all. So, yeah, it's very, I cleaned my house this morning for you. And, it was less than, I'd say 45 minutes. I vacuumed, I dusted. Everything was done and everything's put away. So
yeah.
It just makes me feel like uncluttered in my life. And so it just simplifies. I think it's a very simple way of living.
Yeah.
Is this a doggy kitty / baby door?
Yes.
Look
Yes,
at that.
it could go through. So I put my pet door in for my dog. So I've been using a pet sitter.
Oh.
But my dog, I would love my dog to go out during the day, so I don't need a pet sitter. I still am working on that. He will go out and he will come in, but only when I push him. He'll come in because he wants to come in and follow me, but he won't go out by himself. So I'm still working on that. But so I put a pet door in my master bedroom, and I put an extra quiet one, which it's been great. My cat goes in and out, no problem, and I never hear it at all.
I didn't even know you had a cat.
Yeah, he's probably hiding.
Uh-huh.
And then I have a pet door on the outside, so my dog could get all the way out if he would. The last thing I was going to show you in the house is I did kind of splurge on a closet system instead of using the Closet Maid that the builder, was going to use. And so I went ceiling to floor and really tried to maximize the space. Here,
Yeah, let's turn on that light, because I have a feeling there are some of our viewers that would be really into this closet, because I know I am. Wow.
So that way I could put everything away. Again, like I told you, it was important to me. And so this in the back was something that happened during the building, which was unexpected. My water heater originally was going to be like a short boy, they call it, and put it up in the attic. But when we started building, we realized it was too tight. We have so much insulation and wires, and this is a very compact, in the roof, we have so much up there. So they were like, this isn't going to fit in your roof, in your attic. So they put it in my closet. I'm like, oh, that's not good. But I said, okay, I'll deal with it. These are the kinds of decisions that come up, at the last minute, and there was a few of them. But so I bought this from World Market Cost Plus, and I took off one of the panels. You'll see it in the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's somebody who's artistic in our community, so I'm saving that for her to figure out what she might want to do with that. Maybe in the common house we could put it in there.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
So I this hid the water heater pretty well, but I can get to it by taking off these dresses and just pulling that out.
Oh,
if I ever need to get in there, if somebody has to repair it.
I love that. I would have
it's
never
supposed to go
thought
through.
to do that.
Yeah, originally I was going to do a curtain, but that got too involved, and I couldn't find
This
the
is
right
more
rod,
attractive.
and this
Yeah.
was much simpler and not too expensive.
I love how you organized your shoes.
I know.
Like, these are probably, I don't know if our viewers are interested in these details, how detailed this is getting, but that's really cool. I know one viewer is, and that would be Patricia.
The other storage idea that I got was when I was looking at furniture, I got a storage. So this goes it's not the entire bed, but it's about 3 feet deep.
Yeah.
And so I have places for my towels and blankets.
Oh, that is genius.
And that's another, when I was picking out furniture, that was important to me. This table, so in this family room, the table right here is also storage.
Okay.
So it has pillows and blankets because this is a queen pull-out, and this also has storage under the. This is from Crate and Barrel. So I needed a small. Wow. Yeah, I needed a small footprint, but I also wanted a place where people can sleep.
So this pulls up to a queen?
Yeah, this is a queen pull-out, and I can store my blankets and stuff in here, which I haven't done.
Okay.
And
wow.
So that's, I really picked out furniture that would fit, not be too big for the room.
Your TV?
You got some compliments on the drawer under the bed and the closet, and yeah, people are excited.
I gotta get this. You gotta do, this door is it's heavy but very solid.
Yes.
It's hurricane proof.
Oh, is it? Oh, see,
it's
look
just
at that.
It's really, really well built door, but it is kind of.
I love that.
You gotta get just the right angle to open it.
Well, to be honest, Brooks and I noticed that when we would check out your home, we'd be like, geez, this is like hard to close, but you can tell how solid it is. Oh, you got a little fence.
So I just got the fence last week. That's why he can now, if he would, go outside on his own, but he doesn't go.
See some green out there too.
So yes, so I did do when I was talking to the landscaper, I did want this for my dog to go out and use the bathroom area. Mm-hmm. And so he recommended the AstroTurf. And so it's, the funny thing is, though, my dog does not do anything on the AstroTurf. So that probably wasn't necessary, but it's one of those things where you make a decision and, it may or may not be the right thing. But the next dog I have, because a lot of dogs don't like to go on mulch and pine straw and stuff. Okay. Mine does.
I see.
But the next dog I have may not, so.
Wow.
So, this is a whole nother story. We won't talk about that. Okay. It's embarrassing.
Okay, we won't talk about it.
But somebody in the community is going to work with me to do some stuff with this extra cat tree stuff.
Oh, okay. Cool. Excuse me, Harris. This is so nice.
So our yards are small but manageable. Mm-hmm.
Since the dogs are gone here, you're going on there.
Yeah.
Because it's safe.
But yeah, it's really peaceful back here. Yeah. We were talking about how the birds chirp so much, like in the morning, you can hear them right now. And just at night. Oh, last night we were out doing, I was actually watering some plants. I have to water a lot because I'm trying to establish all these.
Sure.
And all this back here was fireflies. It was, and around the between our homes, and Mary and I came out and looked at it. It was really cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had not seen those since I was a kid down in South Florida. So we were talking about how we work together. Mary is my neighbor in the coral or pink house. Mm-hmm. And we did this side yard together. So we mulched that. She had bought some mulch. So we mulched that and put pine straw that we actually borrowed from Sue, or she just gave it to us. Mm-hmm. So we kind of all been working together. We want to coordinate with our neighbors to do our side yards. Okay. Because it's about a 12 feet. We each have about 6 feet. So it makes more sense if we share that space and we coordinate how we landscape it. Mm-hmm. So Mary moved in last week, so we're going to start planting stuff. And then Andy is my other neighbor. And when he moves in, we'll coordinate and landscape that side.
You got your grill out. And here's your main barrel. Can you come in both sides?
Yeah, there's a gate on both sides.
That's awesome.
It wasn't that much more, and I wasn't sure how I wanted to set up my yard, so I'm like, I'll just do it.
Yeah.
At the end, there's so many decisions to make.
Oh.
It's like, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really hard. Yeah, it's very. It all at the end. It all comes together. It's a lot of stress.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, thank you so much for giving
You're
us
welcome.
a tour of your home. It is gorgeous. So many people are commenting how
Oh,
gorgeous
great.
your home is.
Thanks.
I mean, it's really gorgeous.
Thanks.
I'll probably gush a little bit more in private about how much I love this house, but yeah. So we'll probably leave you to your Sunday.
Okay, thanks.
And we're gonna keep on going with our live tour. Oh, is that a tree? Gonna be a tree?
Yeah, that's an avocado tree.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm going to plant an orange, it's called a pumpkin. It's kind of like a tangerine. I think it's from China or Taiwan. And so they grow really well here. And so they didn't have them in stock, so I'm going to put one over here.
Okay.
And then I have a Chickasaw plum. But those you can't eat.
Is that, I think
What was in
Chickasaw
front?
plum.
Was that a peach up front?
Oh, yeah. what-
Tropic snow peach. That was, there's probably 24 peaches on there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's really neat. All right. Well, we're going to leave
Okay,
you
thanks.
to your Sunday. Oh, this is nice too. This little storage area.
Yeah, around the work.
All right. Let's go, family.
Make it up there.
So this is a great example of a gorgeous, small footprint, efficient, smart, green home. So you really can have a modern sized home with modern features, and it will be absolutely gorgeous, as you can see here. So we're gonna keep on going with our tour. And I know you all really enjoyed seeing Diane's house. I enjoy being in here. She chose calming colors, and it's just a really welcoming atmosphere. So we're gonna keep on going, and the next stop is we're gonna show you that the common house has gotten started. And there's Diane's phone. All right, Diane, we'll see ya.
Yeah, basically.
All right, buddy, we're on the move.
Okay, we're on the move. Here we go. Oh, there's people out here. So, all right. So, got my sunglasses on because it's super sunny out here. We're gonna stand over here in front of the common house. The common house has gotten started, and Brooks is going to talk a little bit about. Let's walk up here. Going to talk a little bit about some of our shared amenities in our community. Oh, Rigi.
All right, so this is the common house, and near where most of the common areas will be. So there's going to be a great dining hall. There's going to be a kitchen, a big kitchen, like 2 ranges, etc. It's going to be big. And there, there's going to be a couple of flex rooms, which can be family rooms, playrooms, and stuff for adults to use. There's going to be nice porches on the back that are going to cover for people to sit and enjoy. A lot of green space, which will be nice, which we're actually standing on. Pool, we're going to have as well. A garden, which is over to the left, past by the gardens. So community garden, pool, I'm trying to think what else. Ooh, one member even brought in from their home a pool table. A really nice one.
Brooks is really excited about the pool table, you guys.
So people are gonna. A few people mentioned their interest, so it should be fun. But, yeah, this is what they call kind of the heart of the community. So this is where it happens, and it's been many people describe who live in co-housing. They describe the common house as an extension of their own living room. So they really get used a lot. So people will be in and out here all the time, and it'll really be really considered part of your own home. So that's one of the big cooperative features that is an advantage.
Do you want to point out where the pool will be, or do you want to wait till we get to the other side here?
Yeah, I mean the pool, pretty much just on the other side of this dumpster, pretty much. So, but,
all right.
Yeah, very exciting.
So that's some of our shared facilities that we're going to have. As you can see, the common house is started. We're excited for the next step of the common house. And I think that you guys might want to see one more home today. So I'm going to show you, we're going to peek inside real quick. This won't be a full tour like we did at Diane's. We're just going to peek inside a house that is under construction. This house is a pretty exciting color. Very Florida. Love that. So we're going to come in and check it out. I believe this house is, well, of course it's one story, this house, and it's 1,600 square feet. So it's one of the bigger houses, with one of the bigger one-story houses, I would say. So let's take a look inside of here. And see, wow, look at this space. This is really incredible. So this is what, of course, all of our houses will look like at some point. You can tell this is probably the kitchen over here. And once again, they have this great window outlooking the common areas. Probably their sink is going to go there. That's what everyone's doing. And that is just really connects you to the community. They have some great windows and light happening in here, and great space. I can see pocket doors going in, and that's just obviously a great space saver. They have a front, it looks like a front bedroom over here, and they have a really nice sized bathtub. So you can have, in co-housing, you don't have to have a super small house. You can have full-size things and a smaller footprint and still live a life that you want, and in combination with being part of a community and really getting to know your neighbors and having that help when you need it, or being able to help others. And that's kind of part of why we're all doing this. It's not only an environmental impact, but co-housing, some studies have shown by living in a village-like community, you live longer. So it looks like I'm in a bedroom right now, and I think that this might be a little walk-in closet over here. Not little, correction. Actually, this might be a bathroom. It's hard to tell. I'm sure we'll by next year's National Co-Housing Open House Day, this house obviously will be done and we'll get another view of it. So here, let's come out here. They have some, whoa, look at the size of these French doors. Look at how tall they are. That's just really grand. And then here is a couple people walking on the back porch,
Right.
hanging out.
Still not the place.
All right, family, let's go. Let's head out to keep going with our tour. So that gives you an idea of what a house under construction looks like. Once again, lots of shout outs to Tim Flanagan and his team and Stan. They do an amazing job. And I just want to point out how clean these homes are while they're under construction, that I allow my baby to walk around, because I know that they keep a really clean work area. They do not mess around, and I value that as somebody who likes to tour. Sunglasses back on. It is Florida, and let's go take a little walk. I can see that we have a family moving in, so we're going to not show them. I'm sure that they don't want to be shown, but I want to show you this area over here. Here is the common house sign, and right over here is where the pool will be. Once again, that's the common house that you can see there, and the pool will be here. Also, we're going to have playground in this area, and then over here where you can see a lot of greenery is going to be our gardens. You can also see our burrow pit. In the background, we're going to have some terraced gardens there. So that's part of our shared area. There's a car coming, so like I said, people are moving in. It's a very busy day today. So I'm gonna walk around these people, and just in case they don't want to be on camera, hopefully I won't get them on camera. We're gonna keep walking over this way. Brooks and I get a lot of questions about, what house is your house? When is your house getting started? When are we going to see your house? So I just want to show you the progress so far that we have made on our house. And you're going to just be blown away if you know how this is our lot. And you can see we have not started yet, but all the members of the community are at different spots, right? So some of us haven't started yet because it's not our turn. Some people are moved in, like Diane. Some people are halfway there. So, it's part of the process of building an entire community. I want to give you a better look of our very first 2-story home. So here is our very first 2-story home, and it is gorgeous. They have amazing light in there. I walked up the stairs a couple weeks ago, and they have amazing views of the front and back. It's incredible. So happy for that. Also, I want to point out more of our street lights. As you can see, I think that they're going to be lit up for the first time today or tomorrow. We have an irrigation system going in. And we have some street signs going in. The other thing that I want to point out, hey cutie pie. The other thing I want to point out in our community is that the path that I have been walking on is the walking path. I started in the parking lot, and then I moved towards the walking path. So everything you see behind me is the walking path, and then everything you see over in this direction, this will be our parking. The parking is on the periphery. Right now, cars are here, and that's because we're still building and people are moving in. But once we have our community established, then people will not be able to park and drive along here. You might be able to see our architect, Andy. There he is, getting in his car. I don't know if you could see that. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Oh, we're gonna move on, and I want to show you this lot number one. Lot number one is the freshest house here. It's pretty much at the same stage as the common house, and it is very exciting to have this house get started. Lot number one, and you can see the sidewalk running next to it and the parking spots. This is the parking lot. If you can see, hopefully you can, this is the driveway. This is the actual driveway that people will use, and they come and they will park, and then they walk along the sidewalk and then on the walking path, right? Where I have where you can see right now, this will be directly facing, our house will be right there. So here is our borrow pit, world famous borrow pit. Everyone asks, what is a borrow pit? Why do you have this? Obviously water drainage and retention pond. But what happened was, this place here, this is called Bar Systems. Tony Barr, he owned this property before he sold it to us, and they borrowed dirt to build that place next door, so we call it our borrow pit. So just to give you an idea, this is lot number one. Once again, here's the parking lot. Now I'm standing in the parking lot, and then by that stop sign is our garbage and recycling area. So hand built by our members, just pretty cool. And look at these amazing trees. It's really peaceful here. We're so lucky to have this. Okay, so Brooks, is there anything I'm missing? What do you think? Think I got?
I think we've got it all. Nothing's
Yeah.
coming to mind.
Okay. Well, I just really want to thank everybody for joining us. And if you watch the whole thing, you're a champion, and I really appreciate you. Hopefully you saw what you wanted to see. If you have any questions, feel free to message me here. Okay, so we got a comment from one of our members, and I did not realize this, and she says that the garbage area is built with 100-year-old wood from a house in town. So I think we might need to take a closer look at that 100-year-old wood, because that is pretty incredible. And while I'm walking, I'm going to answer this next question, which asks, does each house have its own parking, carport, or garage, or is there a shared lot? That is a great question. Some of our houses have a garage, because we found that some people really wanted a garage, but not everybody can have a garage, because that's not what co-housing is about. So co-housing is not about pulling in your garage and sneaking in your house, right? But some people needed it and they wanted it, so some got it. Some people will have carports, and that's at an additional cost. But everybody else, we're going to be parking right here in these lines. So right here. So it's a shared parking lot. Other people have carports, and some people have garages. So let's look at this 100-year-old wood from a house that was torn down, and I guess we salvaged this wood.
Yeah, reused it.
This is incredible. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
We're so lucky. That's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's really neat.
I mean, when you look at, what'd you say?
Andy and Robert, I think.
Andy and Robert.
I think they worked on it. Could be others. I don't want to knock your credit.
Yeah. Anybody who worked on this, you did an amazing job. And I mean, we're pretty lucky to have such a beautiful garbage area, right?
That's right.
Okay.
With a story behind it.
Here's a great view of, yeah, with a story. Here's a great view of what it looks like when you enter the community. You have all these gorgeous trees kind of shading your path. Our parking lot is divided into two. So you have this first parking lot here, and then you have a little bit of a drive past the borrow pit, and then there's that second lot there. So we made sure. Here's another question from a viewer. Can you access your house by car to unload your car before parking in the lot? I'm going to let Brooks answer that.
Right now, what we're using it for, it can be used for major deliveries. So if you're bringing in a new refrigerator, a washer, dryer, something major piece of furniture, or even a couch, then we can give access to the main pedestrian path for that. But for groceries on a day-to-day basis, it's not intended for that. So at the moment, that will not be for that. But for any major deliveries, yes.
Wasn't there talk at some point about getting maybe like a little cart or something to help people after we move in?
Yes. There was talk of an electric cart so that people can transport stuff a little more easily, and that's still in the cards as far as tentative stuff, but not for sure solid. So
yeah, okay. That's cool. Thank you guys for all your questions. Keep them coming if you have them. I'm gonna try to answer. If I don't have the answer, I ask the husband. Okay, here's a great question from one of our fans. The question is, will there be plenty of parking for guests visiting?
So based on how many units we'll have and how many parking spaces, we're probably below average for the number of parking slots total. But there should be enough, definitely, still for guests to use. And the street right abutting us has access for parking as well. So it's perfectly legal to park along the street, which is very close to our community. So it's not like it's down the way. And Bar Systems, which is now owned by someone else on the backside behind us, has always given us permission to use their parking lot, but that's not a guarantee in the far future, but it is okay for now. So beyond the trees where there's a parking lot, there's a commercial lot which isn't quite full right now with clients, so it is often used by us as well, and by others. They're okay with that for us. So there will be enough room for guests as well.
We got a 50. Okay, so thank you again for that question. That was a really great question. I hope you all enjoyed this tour. I hope it was informative, and I think we all want to thank Diane again for letting us go through her house. I mean, we got a really detailed tour. She really she showed us bathrooms, closet. She showed us everything, and that was super great. Want to thank Bert and Gail for letting us go into their under construction house, which I had asked permission for prior. And I want to thank you guys again for sitting through it, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to message me on Facebook, or feel free to email us, GainesvilleCohousing@gmail.com. If you haven't liked our Facebook page, please do that. I think I'm like 7 away from 600 likes, so wouldn't mind getting pushed over that 600 mark. So do that, and keep in touch, and we will too. If you like this live video and you'd like to see more like this that are maybe shorter, let me know, because maybe we can do that more in the future for you to get a better look. But I do try to post community updates, property updates once in a while, and I give you a 360-degree look at our property from 2 different angles, so I hope you've been enjoying those as well. Anyway, I want to wish everybody a national happy National Cohousing Open House Day, and we look forward to seeing you all in the future. All right, bye.